Are Chinese people racist? Yes. Have been obsessed recently with this toy. It literally on the box it reads Black Doll, change color Natasha, and in all sorts of different colors. There's a brown one, there's an ultra dark skin one. These obviously make you look like they're referencing African kids. So this lady literally is like saying how you guys need to go back to your country, like in both English and Chinese, telling these like black women in China to go back to Africa. So okay, let me just how do I put it this candidly? Chinese people are just really racist.
All right, man. So China got this thing where they be beating up little black baby dolls, man. All right, man. I'm the melanated captain. Welcome to the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And today we have our Chinese people racist on David on China. What's up, David on China? Let's see what's going on with you.
Okay, I'm gonna be called racist by everybody after today. Are Chinese people racist? Yes. Have been obsessed recently with this toy. It literally on the box it reads Black Doll, change color Natasha, and in all sorts of different colors. There's a brown one, there's an ultra dark skin one. These obviously make you look like they're referencing African kids for the model, and some of them are crazy, like being posted by Chinese state media accounts, essentially turning this doll through makeup into a freaking white doll. Okay. It recently gained popularity on Chinese social media. I'm pretty sure you can even buy this on like eBay. Because on eBay, you can like this one sells for $7. But some people were saying how this has appeared in Japan 2 years ago. I have no idea if that's true or not, but like clearly the dark skin thing makes people think like this is racism against Africans, and they're marketed as stress relief toys, which if you see here, so like they literally just you can squish them, like people stomp on them on the floor, like.
That's absolutely crazy. And then on top of that, why do they be having these extra pink ass lips, man? I never understood that. Or maybe I'm just maybe because I'm melanated and I don't look. I'm looking from the inside out. But what the hell be up with them lips?
Just kind of like pretty twisted ways of squeezing the toy. But there's do something much worse. Like there's influencers who are in Africa who are Chinese content creators, and then they just go around with like babies from Africa. I don't know what happened to the mothers or the parents of these babies, but they're like holding them, and then they're like just doing some pretty racist stuff, you know. And some of you have probably seen this video already.
I did. Extremely disturbing.
So this lady literally is like saying how you guys need to go back to your country, like in both English and Chinese, telling these like black women in China to go back to Africa. So okay, let me just how do I put it this candidly? Chinese people are just really racist. Like they literally have a nickname for every single color of skin color. If you're white, they call you Guilo, right? Which literally means like ghost, foreigner. If you're black, they call you black ghost. If you're like Korean, they call you a club, which is like literally means like a club that you hit people with. If you're Japanese, they call you Jap, or they call you like Japanese ghost. What are some other ones like Filipino monkeys? YouTube, please don't demonetize me. I'm trying to make educational examples. Okay, so like they're literally they have racist terms just like how white people have racist terms, how black people have racist terms, and so I'm not here trying to defend them in like the sense like
What racist terms do we have? I know. Listen. I know that melanated people can be prejudiced against other people, but what name do we have that we actually made up though? I don't. I don't. I mean, I haven't heard anything other than what usually be said, but I really don't even hear. Listen, man, I don't be really hearing melanated people say racist slurs. I don't. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm pretty sure it does happen. But I don't hear it.
oh, somehow that justifies it because other races are also racist. But I will say, like, to be fair, every race has racist people towards other races. Well, I think the difference, what makes China's racism pretty interesting is I'll show you this pyramid chart that I made up. I think it will really explain this whole racism in levels. Okay, so from the top of the pyramid is most racist to the bottom is at least or less racist. So first, what I would think consider from the Chinese racism perspective is the real racism. Like they literally have this hate towards you, like they can murder you type of thing. Will be the Japanese and the Americans, right? Because historically Japan invaded China, so the CCP has been propagandizing that, brainwashing people to hate Japan. Americans, pretty similar stories, especially now with U.S. versus China. So that's
Yeah, y'all should do your history on Japanese and how aggressive they were. They were very aggressive before now. They were extremely aggressive.
like the real racism I would consider to be like actually like they will want to act on certain levels to bring about like violence to you. Then there's the cultural racism or the competition racism, which is like towards countries like India, to Koreans, where there's a sort of a competition of cultures that they clash, whether that's with music, with arts, with movies, or just simply with like similar levels of civilizations, populations. Japan, sorry, India and Korea are two of them. And then the third one is what I would call is like the skin color racism, like the more traditional way, like, oh, if you're darker colored, because dude, in China, like the beauty standard is the whiter you are, the more beautiful you are, right? Like they literally don't like dark skin. Like if you're dark skin, they think you're actually an alien, that type of thing. So there's like this superiority and skin color racism,
Ha, that's funny because I know some melanated people who think the lighter pigmented people are aliens.
which is like it happens to the Malaysians, to Africans, to Middle Easterns, right? Because like you feel like you're superior because your skin is lighter. Okay, and then general racism is like at the bottom towards just other white people, because Chinese people are just racist in general to every other race, right? Now this is not inherently like a bad thing, in a sense like every race has some level of racism because it comes from just how the world used to be. Like you never used to have interactions with another person from another culture or another race, or if you did, it was so similar to yours, like in terms of the skin color. Oh, before we talk about that, by the way, remember,
Yeah, before you talk about that, but that's the lighter pigmented people that really were acting like that. From what I hear, I don't really see melanated people really acting like how the lighter pigmented people, whether it's American, European, Asian. I don't see melanated people really acting like that. Not on skin color, except the Dahomey tribe. Now, if you go to the Dahomey tribe, yeah, they kind of upset about what happened, what they did, and they trying to get back for it.
like Chinese people are also racist to their own ethnic groups. Like, did we forget that they invaded Tibet? They're literally putting Uyghurs into concentration camps. Right now, they have this whole anti-Qing dynasty, because the Qing dynasty was ruled by Manchurians, like Manchus, right? From and Mongolians as well. Like, they literally want to erase that period of Qing dynasty because they're like, oh, they're Manchus, they're not Chinese. So like they're racist to like a lot of people. Now I've seen the outrage online towards the African racism, especially this time, right? I think there's some level an awakening for the Africans who, for a while, have been lied to about what the CCP really wants to get done in Africa. Okay, let me tell you straight up, this is a new era of colonialism. Like this is straight up colonization from the CCP in Africa. Like the whole Belt and Road Initiative, the whole project itself is this huge like neo-colonial project, right? Like you think that they're being nice to you when they build you new airports, bridges, and roads? No, they're putting you into debt. And then all their companies are still using, like, for example, in Congo, when they're harvesting cobalt for the EV batteries, they're using child labor. So like conditions in Africa have not improved by the Chinese investments. And so now
And this goes for Jamaica as well, right? This is another lighter pigmented group of people coming over, uh, not with boats and guns though, but with seeming nice and putting you in debt. Now they're going to take over your land. I don't understand why the melanated person doesn't understand this. It seems like they love getting taken over by lighter pigmented people. I don't understand this.
obviously the CCP shells will defend it, saying, look, there's Africans in China that are living pretty well and whatnot. And also on the other side, which I think I need to condemn, is that just because there's racist people in China doesn't mean it justifies being more racist to the Asians, right? Like, remember, Asians is like more than just mainland Chinese people, and the overseas, like American Asians or American Chinese, they're not doing this. This is not them. So like, just for you to say something like, oh, we need to be more hating Asians, like that's straight up racism too. Like that, it doesn't work like that.
No, I don't think. I don't think. I mean, I'm talking from a American perspective. Nobody's hating them, right? Nobody's hating them, but eventually you're gonna get back what you keep putting out, right? You talk shit, and you talk shit about people who spend money with y'all. Y'all don't like us on mass, like, so you can't say somebody's being racist if they're finally like, look, these people don't like us, we're gonna spend money with ourselves. You can't say that if y'all been doing that for thousands of years. See, this is the point. See, you were doing good for a while, but then it comes to this type of shit, right? Where they like, oh, well, you can't say don't like Asians because And I'm not saying do late Asian, but you need to really look at it, bro. You just showed fucking a lady saying go back to your country and fucking beating up fucking black dolls. Come on, bro. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, yeah, they're racist, but please don't be racist to them because, bro, you can't do that, bro. And then if you just labeling it as China, I understand that, but you understand China is the biggest representation of y'all, right? Just like if a certain melanated group does something, that does resonate with the rest of the world as melanated people. And I know you should be more detailed about it, but that's not how the world works, and you know that.
The point is, the CCP has been really nice to African nations because they want to earn their votes in places like the UN, where you can
Yeah, they only being nice so they can take over their fucking resources and land. All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. We on to the next video, man.